This is a video for Bonnie Stett. Well, we took Miss Lulu herself to the mighty Millbrook horse trials back in your homeland of New York, and she was bloody brilliant, mate. She won the advanced division. She won the main class there. She was very, very good in all three phases. We got up there very early Thursday morning, and I worked her on Thursday, and she was really excited and wound up. And then I thought, oh my God, I hope she doesn't blow up in the dressage. So got up again early Friday morning and worked her a little bit more. And by the time we did our dressage test on Friday lunchtime, she'd settled in quite well. It was a pretty good test. There was still a couple little mistakes. Her flying changes, her second one was very good. Her first one, you'll see in a minute, was a little bit dodgy. And she got a little bit hot in the walk, but honestly, I find the dressage rings at Millbrook, they get a little bit nervous up there just because they're sort of a long way away from the other horses. So anyway, we got a 32.1 in the dressage. Pretty good. A lot of sevens, a few 6.5s, but nothing worse than 6.5. Her whole test was the majority sevens and then a couple of 6.5s. That left us in 8th place. So it was a pretty strong field. There must have been 20 horses in it. And so we weren't far off the leaders in the dressage. The dressage training's going pretty well. Obviously, Silver's been helping me a little bit with her and she's turned into a pretty good little dressage horse. The hardest part is whenever she does dressage, she gets a little nervous and excited, and so it's hard. Like, you sort of got to take a little bit of the excitement out of her just through working her a couple of times, but then you don't want to take too much juice out of her just because it sort of zaps her a bit for the cross country and the show jumping. So it's sort of a fine line between making her too mellow, because you pay for it a bit in the next phases, but as you can see there in the walk, I'm barely touching with my leg. I'm doing everything I can not to allow her to jog. Once we're in the canter, she's off and running. You'll see the cross country in a minute, Bond. She was excellent in the cross country. It was by far the most challenging track that I've seen at the advanced level at Millbrook. They really beefed up the course, and I was a little bit nervous of it. It was quite a substantial, course. It had a lot of big fences, a lot of technical fences, but to Lulu's credit, she was brilliant. Like, she really surprised me. I was a little bit unsure how she'd go, and she ripped around, and the course demolished the field. There were a lot of horses that didn't make it around, and there was a lot of horses that picked up 20 penalties or 40 penalties for run-outs and whatnot, and Lulu was brilliant. It was good seeing a lot of your old friends there. Kenny was there. Ken Shelley was there. I got to catch up with him, and all the Millbrook people were there, asking about you. Just obviously your name got announced quite a lot because Fonz won as well. It was great to see Jacqueline, and the Fonz himself was brilliant. I think she won her class as well. So it was gold medals all round for your two horses, mate. It was I caught up with a lot of people, and I so wish you were there. You would have loved it. Both the horses you own had fantastic results. So everyone's asking and sending you their best wishes, and hope you're hanging in there well, mate. So it was good to see everyone, and it was good to win the main class on your horse. I feel like she pulled up well after the cross country. I woke up early in the morning on Sunday here, and I hopped on and did a bit of flat work on her up near the show jumping ring, and she felt very sound and very fresh after the show jump. We'll get the vet to take a quick look at her, but I don't think we harmed her at all. the ground was a little bit firm. It was a weird weekend, actually. It was really, really hot on Friday's dressage. Like, it was 95 degrees. And then, unfortunately, the ground was a little bit firm for the cross country. And then on Sunday, the show jumping, a monsoon hit Millbrook, and it was mud and wet water everywhere. So it was a bit of everything for the weekend. But Lulu handled it well. This would be one of the best she's ever felt around the cross country. Like I said before, bloody big jumps and technical. Like this jump up here was a massive oxer and a bending turn to a left corner right up the top of the cross country course there. And I got to give Lulu credit. She was tidy and careful and jumped in a great fashion. Very, very pleased with her, and she zipped along nicely. I will say, I think I could have gone faster on her. I was a little bit cautious because the ground was a bit hard. And like you can see there, I'm just sort of coasting along a little bit. And but she's a nippy horse, you know, like she's a quick little nippy horse. And I have to say she was very brave around the whole course. Sometimes she gets a bit careful. She's a very careful jumper, and this weekend she was a great mixture between sort of measuring the jump and reading the fences and still being brave and bold. This was the water jump. If you remember this, Bond, there was a big crowd. They had a luncheon up at the water jump, so we got plenty of cheers as your horse went through here. And I sort of flapped the elbows a bit here, mate. She just got there on 3 and had a good one over the skinny, so sort of one of the influential jumps on the course. I think with Lulu, we'll give her a little bit of an easier time this week, and then we'll probably find her an event in August somewhere. I'm still sort of trying to figure out her full plan of where to take her and whatnot, but she's done really well this year. She's obviously won Devon, and she did some 4 stars, and then winning this advanced horse trials. She's been very, very successful. She's a good little horse. This was the last fence, and you can still see that she's full of energy. Anyway, there's a fair bit of pressure in the show jumping. We were winning, but not by much coming into the show jumping, so we had to jump a clear round. Luckily, Peter Wild was there, and we had a perfect warm-up. We had plenty of rain through the night for show jumping day, so the show jumping course was a bit of a bog, but she's a very, very good jumper, and she jumped a clear round and went under the time. So all in all, Bonnie, she couldn't have gone much better. We very, very pleased with her, and to win the advanced horse trials in the hometown of Bonnie Stepp was she got plenty of cheers. Anyway, mate, we'll get her home. We'll give her a bit of an easy week. I'm going to come down to Aiken in September, I believe. I'm going to come down to the Aiken Oktoberfest, which I think's at the end of September. Ride a few horses there. So looking forward to seeing you, mate. I hope you're doing well, and you should be very, very proud of your horse. It's been a good journey with Lulu. Got her as a 4-year-old horse, mate, and she's been very, very successful if you look at her career. Anyway, mate, I hope you're doing well.